Like, yes please, and sorry. Flawless. That's a chunky book. Words, Kirsty. Apologies. I've been in a while. Joys of reading slumps. Composed. You compose yourself, Kirsty. What am I saying? I hate a third eye breakup. Please do not give me a third eye breakup. Hi, welcome back to Kirsty's Booked. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. In today's video we are going to be doing my May reading wrap up. Now, if you have seen last month's reading wrap up, which I just posted a week or so ago, you will have seen that I had an amazing reading month of April and I read 12 books. This month, not the same. I read 5 books. I'm actually ashamed of myself. Yeah, that's terrible. I will say I had exams this month, so I was busy studying and I was trying to work. So I was working and I was studying. I had a lot going on. There was a lot of stress, and I think because I read so many books last month and so many good books last month, I was in a proper reading slump. All the books I was reading, I was struggling to find time to read them, I was struggling to find energy to read them, and I wasn't like hooked on them. I didn't love them, so the motivation to read them was very low. I have read a few good books this month, but on a whole this month was just scraping by. But anyway, let's see what I read. This was not the order that I read these books in, but I'm going to do the book I don't have a physical copy for first, because otherwise I will film this whole video and completely forget about it. So I read I Wish, I'll put a photo up there, by A.L. Fox. I was kindly gifted an ARC copy of this. I love A.L. Fox so much. She's a lovely, lovely human being and an incredible author. Every single one of her books I absolutely sob. So when she messaged me and was like, do you want an ARC copy of this? I was like, yes please. And she's like, it's a really emotional one. And I was like, well, I was distraught at the last one that was not emotional. So yeah, I don't know if I've got any photos. I think I might just send them all to her. I was an absolute mess. That book, heartbreaking. If you were a childhood, The Fault in Our Stars, It Ends With Us, not It Ends With Us. Wow, you can tell I'm filming this after a long day at work. If you were a if you were a fan of The Fault in Our Stars, 5 Feet Apart, All the Bright Places, books like that, They Both Die at the End, books that absolutely wreck you like that, you will love this book. It's so gorgeous, so heartbreaking, 5 stars any day. There's just something about her books. They need so much more hype. I will read anything she writes. They just touch you on such a deep level. Incredible. Flawless. Okay, so this month I also read The Love Songs of Boise Sing by Ingrid Persaud. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name, apologies. I was kindly gifted this from Tandem because I was part of the Tandem read along for this. It's a chunky book. This took me ages to get through. I think because also like I was just reading snippets every day. This was really good though. I would highly recommend this if you're looking for historical fiction. It's got loads and loads of drama, really strong characters, brilliant cultural references. I really enjoyed it. It does take you a bit of time to get into the story, but when you're hooked, it's really, really good. I would highly recommend. It's not my usual type of reading, but I did really enjoy it. I think it was a solid 4 star. Okay, and then I read this joy of a book. I read You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry so much. She's one of my favourite authors. I would read anything she writes, and one of my favourite books of all time is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. And I have also, I think I've read everything else she's written. Oh, it's just this one, Beach Read, and Book Lovers. I have read Beach Read. Oh, Funny Story has just come out. I have not yet bought it, but I'm waiting for it to come out in paperback, I think, because I've got all of her other books in paperback. I read this in 2 days, I think, literally almost all of it in one afternoon. I sat outside. The only reason I haven't read this as soon as I bought it was I must have bought it not in the summer and I wanted to keep it for summer, and so we had a lovely warm day. I think it was maybe like after an exam or whatever, and I just sat in the garden. I just binged this. The end of it, I was sitting sobbing in the garden. It is books like this that remind me why I read, and every time I read one of her books I remember why I love her so much. I always seem to forget how incredible an author she is. So I loved this one, 2 pieces, and I cannot wait to read Funny Story. Okay, and then I read this short story called Deadly Revolution by J.R. Currams, a local author to me. I was dropping my sister off at work the other week, and I was driving home and there was a book fair on, and so I nipped past and there were all these tables of lovely local authors and things like that, so it was amazing. They're all so lovely, especially this author here. She was so supportive and so really nice. Words, Kirsty. And so lovely, and so I bought one of her books, and this was really cool. It was very exciting, and she packed on a lot in those short pages. I do wish it had been longer. It had so much promise for like an even stronger storyline than that is already in this, but I did really enjoy it, and it was super quick. I think I read this the night before an exam or something, and I just needed something to just capture my attention really quickly, and it definitely did that job. I think, what did I rate it? 4 maybe? I think so. We're actually almost at the end of this video already. Apologies. Sometimes I film videos and I'm like, oh my god, this is so long a video, and it's gonna take me forever to edit it, and it's gonna take you forever to watch it and stuff like this, and now I'm sitting going, what can I ramble about to extend this? Oh, it wasn't my best reading month, but thankfully I think I'd got ahead, so my reading goal is okay still. I actually don't know. I've not been on Goodreads in a while because I've not finished a book in a while. The joys of reading slumps. Okay, so the last book I read for this month was called 31 Bones by Morgan Cry. It was okay. This took me forever. Oh my word. I think it was taking me so long because I didn't have any time to read it, and then every time I did sit down and read it, it was just okay. Like, it was fine, but it wasn't like drawing me to go back to it. So any time that I did have, I wasn't like, oh, I really want to get back to my book, because it wasn't good enough for that. I've not seen this one anywhere. I was finishing work one day and I wanted to nip down to the beach because it was a lovely day. God's sake. Recompose yourself, Kirsty. What am I saying? Yes, but I didn't have a book with me to read, so I just nipped past and bought this. It definitely wasn't worth the money. Yeah, it was okay. There were some really interesting bits. There were some really exciting bits of the book. But just on a whole, some of it were really weird. Like, it had such a promising storyline, and at so many points I thought, this is it, it's gonna be incredible. Then it just sort of didn't go there. I don't know. Some bits of it, maybe it was just because it took me too long to read it, and I sort of lost for words, obviously. I just sort of got a bit lost in it. It was alright, like, it was a 3-star. It was a fine thriller. In fact, no, I can't even call it a thriller. Crime, maybe? I don't know. It was a fine book. It just wasn't anything spectacular, as seemed to be the theme. Maybe if I had read it at a point where I wasn't like in the middle of exams and working and a reading slump. This is what I find. I hate not liking a book because I'm like, it's just me, and it is just whatever mindset I'm in when I read it, and I just feel bad. So I would never tell you definitely don't read this book, because people would read it and love it, and there's been plenty worse books, but I would never completely warn you off one, because there's good bits in it, and a book I would love you're gonna hate, and vice versa. So yeah, these are just my opinions. But anyway, that's what I read this month. I think what would be my favourite? See, it's definitely between You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry and I Wish by A.L. Fox. I actually think I am edging towards I Wish by A.L. Fox, just because of that flaming third act breakup in Emily Henry's book. I love you, Emily Henry, but I hate a This one did make sense though, I could understand it, but I was just not in a mindset. I was like, please do not give me a third act breakup. I had like 100 pages left after the first day where I'd like rattled through the first like 200, and I was like, I can't read it tonight because I'm gonna get so mad if there's a third act breakup. So I think my favourite read of the month was I Wish by A.L. Fox, which I would recommend to anybody. So yeah, I want to thank you all very much for watching the carnage that was this video. If you heard that, that was just my tummy. as I just said, carnage that was this video. This month was a rubbish month for reading. Let's hope that next month is better. But thank you all very much for watching. Did I already say that? Yeah, I did. Thank you all very much for watching. You're saying it again. I'll see you all soon for another video. Bye.